Where do you feel you need to create a shift? What needs attention? What needs to be stretched? Where are you in your thoughts? Can you choose to slow down the busyness of your mind and be fully present in the practice today? Feeling the bottoms of your feet, noticing how you're sitting in the chair, how your back is meeting the support of the back of the chair. Letting your shoulders move down, back, and away from the ears. Feeling that connection between how your feet and your hands are resting either on the blocks, the floor, or in your lap. And then lifting up just a little taller without lifting your head, the crown of the head up. And then as you do that, notice maybe the breath has elongated and you feel on the inhale, it's a longer inhale and a longer exhale. And just breathe until you can feel it, note its origin, maybe at the base of the belly. Now, as you release your arms down, you stretch your fingers out to the side, widen your fingers, lift your toes, stretch the spaces between your toes and in through your fingers. And notice if there's an engagement in the jaw. And then curl your toes and curl your fingers and do a couple of those. And see if you can soften any tension you're holding in the jaw, in the face, relaxing around the eyes. And then just pause here. Inhale, arms are forward, just shoulder height. Open up out to the side and now just rock. And see if you can open up that space between your shoulder blades using the back of the chair to release that tension maybe between the shoulder blades, underneath the shoulder blades, across the shoulders, all the way through to the fingertips. Inhale, lift up, gentle back bend. Exhale, fingers and wrists are soft and you come down. Any amount that's comfortable for you. Fingers are down, elbows, wrists, and arms are soft. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, beginning to awaken the length between the vertebrae. Stretching the spaces to get that sensation of release through the spine. And one more, and you inhale and you lift up. And now exhale and just go to the side, look to the side. Push something away that you don't need to hold. Inhale, lift up, exhale, push something else away. We're breathing in and we're going with the flow of this movement, soft and gentle, relaxed and at ease, but releasing tension, letting it push itself out to the right and up and to the left. And then when we bring our arms back up, right arm down, left arm over, look under your arm as we begin now to open up underneath the side body, from the hips all the way up to the fingertips, but focusing on the ribs. Noticing if the side body and the ribs in particular feel tight. Making it the expression of the pose that you need for yourself. One more on each side. And then both arms up, gentle back bend, forward fold. Just float down over your thighs. If your torso can rest there, that's great. Notice all sensations that you've already activated through your arms, your hands. And release with the head extended straight out instead of feeling like it's crimped. Now cross one hand over the other. Inhale. Big circle, pull some space up and around you. You may have to move yourself away from the chair, exhale down. Inhale, gather light, space, and air, and maybe a color. So if you can spontaneously envision this big ball of color all the way around you, go with it. One more. Inhale. Now we want to expand it, so we turn to the side, one arm in the front and one in the back. Inhale, lift up, look up, exhale. So we surround ourselves 360 degrees with space and light and color and air. And a couple more here, and we breathe all the way up and down. Now when I bring it all the way up, gentle back bend, forward fold, pause here, take a breath. Slide your hands all the way up to the tops of the knees. Give yourself some space here. So we want to stretch diagonally, shoulders to hips, which when we make this diagonal connection, releases through the center of the sternum, and we want to calm the heart. So I rotate without rolling the shoulder to start. I rotate gently, nose comes down toward the knee, and I bring it up, and it's effortless. In and out, so we take a breath and we bring it down. Inhale on the lift, exhale on the release. So we're calming the things we hold around the heart, in the heart space. A couple more here. And see if you notice that this creates a release somewhere else. Bring it up, rotate gently, opposite side toward the left knee, and you up and down the movement with the breath. And exhaling down, and inhaling up, and one more down, and up. Now we're going to roll the shoulders. So if you want, you can widen your legs, but otherwise you can keep it right where it is. I'm going to roll that shoulder and maybe come down a little lower, but you make it the expression of the pose that you want. And we'll do 3 here. 2, and feel where that stretch occurs within your own self. 1 more. And then lift up and rotate toward the other side. 1, 2, I think I did 4, 3, and 4. Now we're going to alternate it. So make it as big or small as you want. If you want to keep it high, that's fine. If you want to bring it low, that's great too. So you decide what you need for yourself. And feel that release, shoulders to hips. Feel that sensation of creating calmness in the center of your being. You're rocking out stuff you don't need. You're opening the body in its diagonal direction. 1 more on each side after this. And take a breath with you as you navigate this from side to side. Inhale, lift up. Now, I'm going to roll to the left, and as I roll, my opposite arm and shoulder are going to come back, and I'm going to sweep around and roll up. And sweep around and roll up. And see if I can get some movement as I rock here, maybe opening up the lower back. Keep your eyes open. If it throws off your center of balance, you can make it smaller if you need it to be. You can choose not to do it if it doesn't work for you. 1 more on each side. So 1 more, I'm going to the right. If you're on the opposite side, it doesn't matter. 1 more to the left. And now roll it all the way up. Little circle here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then pause as we stir the pot and we create some more space going the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now when you come all the way up and you pause, bring your legs a little bit closer together. Walk your feet so you have some space between your legs. And we go right into our dog and cat. So we're going to curl back into a cat back and start small. And then you inhale and you lift and expand the spine. Relax the jaw, soften the throat. Release tension through the mouth. So if your tongue is pressing into the bottom teeth, soften it, because that's a stress reaction and can create a lot of tension and pressure in the jaw hinge. So we want to soften that. We want to release and we lift up and bring the breath up with us, and then we exhale and we curl into our cat back. Now, if you want more, you can expand this, but you go where it is best for you. Always monitoring yourself in any pose. Now, as you widen your legs as much as you want, if you choose this, you can curl and roll. Keep the elbows in and lift up. Don't throw your head back too far. Curl into the spine, tucking the belly button into the back of the spine. Feeling that lift like you're moving and rippling with the current of the movement, the current of the breath, the current of air maybe in the room, and whatever your intentions are for your practice today. Moving into flexibility perhaps. One more in each direction. So one more on the lift and one more on the curl back, and then ripple slowly up. Head comes up last. Take a breath. Bring your arms out to the side into your cactus arm position, looking to the right and to the left as we move into our goddess pose. So you're going to pretend you're squeezing your middle and thumb together like around a fat sponge. And we inhale, we lift up, and we exhale, and we pull down. And lift up and pull down. And squeeze the shoulders on the back. Now, if you want more, you can lift up, spread your fingers, exhale, pull. Pull down, courage and patience and opportunity. And a new thought and creativity and whatever else you need. Patience, awareness, understanding, breathe, perseverance, resilience. Pull it all down and let it out. Big breath, one more. Bring your hands to your knees. Any size circle, small or medium. Don't make it too big yet. Just small or medium, stirring that pot. 2, 3, and then when you come to the back of that rotation, you go the other way. 1, balance in all directions. 2, 3. Good. Now just going to rock the hips. I lift the hips a little bit. Today we are going to stand. If you do not choose to stand, that is absolutely fine. I'm going to give you that option. And when you come back to center before we stand, we're just going to stretch through the hips a little bit more. So bring the legs together. I'm going to take my right leg and lift it with the foot flexed. I'm going to take my left hand and place it on my right thigh and shoulder on the left down. I can let my arm hang. I can bring it over. If you have an arm in the chair and it's uncomfortable. Now I'm going to press gently down. As I press down, the shoulder is not engaged. If you need to remind yourself, you can keep your hand here. Hand presses down, leg presses into the hand, and you hold it for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. This engages and strengthens the pelvic floor. We do it again. Press up, soften down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. And one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. And then we switch. So again, you find that hand position. I find that I need to remind the shoulder it doesn't need to be involved. I press up, my hand presses down, and my jaw is relaxed, and I hold it for 5. So I create a little isometric stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. And notice, you may feel it in your jaw. Tuck that belly back, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Take a breath. Hands right to the tops of the knees. Now I'm going to lift. This time, right hand presses, and I'm going to just press down as the thigh presses up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release, switch. 1, tuck that belly back into the chair. 2, 3, 4, 5, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more set. Don't get excited. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. Now feel what you notice. Feet are flexed, stretch your legs. Now as you stretch your legs, toes are coming toward the nose. You're going to feel it in the back of the calves. Now we're going to hold a chair if you need it. Shoulders are down and back, and we're going to pulse. 1, 2, it's small. Don't engage the knees. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release, tap, tap, tap. Innervate the nerve endings. Good. Inhale, that right leg lifts, and we kick it out without snapping the knees. Like you're pushing with intention into maybe a box, a heavy box. 2, 3, 4, engage the belly. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, relax, and opposite side. So you want to sit back into the chair so you have support through the lower back. Shoulders are back and down, jaws not engaged. Inhale, and we kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift both legs. Let's kick them like we're swimming in a pool. So it would be as if you had a small splash. And heel kick. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Toe kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last set. 1, 2, heel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your feet down, tap, tap, tap. Good. Now notice any sensations you've activated. Extend that left leg. We're going to bring that right foot over and cross it. Squeeze the legs together. Left hand comes to the outside, right hand, like we're going to go right into a C pose. This is your banana. Stretch it all out. Moan if you have to, because why not? Work out that side body, and then release, and you switch to the opposite side, and you stretch it all out. Big stretch here. This is a great thing to do in your bed before you even get out of it, and then come back and see how you feel. Now we're going to stand up. You don't want to stand up, then you can absolutely stay in the chair. I'm going to bring my chair so I have space in the middle first, and then we'll use the chair. So I'm going to stand hip distance apart, and I'm just going to stretch it up. I want to feel that stretch all the way up. Wiggle it up. Stretch it up. And then release, and just a little forward fold. And just release through that back body. Fingertips are around where your knees are. Wiggle it out here. Good. Now, we're going to do a few standing poses. So your option would be to take your hands to the chair. You can come pretty close to the chair, or if you feel strong, you're going to walk yourself back as far as you can, and this is going to be your standing downward dog. So we give space between our feet, and we stretch back, big stretch. If you can get yourself so your head is right gently between your arms,
Shoulders are down and you lengthen through the spine and your knees are not locked and your feet are grounding and you're breathing. A lot of directions, so take a breath here. Inhale, gently lift up. Exhale, stretch it back. Let the breath out. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, stretch it out. See if you feel like you're lengthening the whole spine. Last one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, stretch it back. Good, bring it all the way up. Now I'm going to stretch forward as if I'm going to go into a plank. You may have to adjust your feet. If you can, keep your heels on the floor. Flatten your back a little bit. You're going to feel this through your hamstrings. You're going to be so happy. And then you exhale and you release and you soften the knees and like you're going to sit in a chair. And then you inhale and you stretch a little more forward. Feel that stretch. And then you exhale and you go back as if you're going to sit in a chair. And stretch forward. Now remember, your chair has no other weight in it, so you don't want to push it. And then you exhale and you sit it back and you breathe. Walk yourself up. I'm going to walk my feet as wide as the mat. Now I'm going to bend the right knee and move my hip to the right and then hip to the left. Now you're going to feel this in your calf muscles. You may feel it through your hips. You may notice that your jaw is engaging. You want to disconnect from anything that's creating stress or tension or a reaction somewhere else. If your calf muscles are really tight and you have tight feet, this could definitely create a little more release through the feet. Good. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to take my left foot, keep it forward, right foot back, and I'm just going to bend that right knee down. My left knee is a little bent, and I stretch it back as much as I can. Roll forward and back and forward and back. And one more, and forward and back. And then switch sides and keep the knees soft, so you're not looking to lock the knees. And we're going to, as if we're going to bend that knee down, but we're not touching the floor. And then we stretch it back. See if you can stretch through the heel. And roll it forward and back and forward. And that front knee is staying pretty much over the ankle. You're not letting it move too far forward and back. One more. And then bring it up. Feet as wide as the mat. Now shift again, but side to side. And see how that feels. Good. Walk yourself to center, stand up, see how you feel. What do you notice? Roll the shoulders. Move some space between the shoulder blades. Good, and then reverse. Good. Now, we're going to take the chair. You're going to use the high side. If this is not comfortable for you, you don't do it. I step, my left hip is next to the chair. If you're on the opposite side, it doesn't matter. Just be mindful of the mat. You don't want it to tip over on you. I'm going to stand into my left foot because that's the side closest to the chair. And I'm going to lift this leg, but sink the hip down. Take a breath. Now, if I'm comfortable, I'm going to take my hand, and as I take my hand, I'm getting a big hamstring stretch. And smile, because you're going to be like, wow. So you breathe here. You can do it forward if you need to, and you breathe. Sit up nice and tall, tuck that belly, down, and breathe. Now this is what I'm seeing. So straighten yourself up, relax, and then let it go, kick it out. Shake it out. Now feel that. Feel that in your legs? Now you don't have to move your chair, I am. You can just switch to the opposite side. So you can turn yourself around. Again, you breathe. You keep those hips nice and level. Lift and hold nice and strong. If you cannot comfortably reach your ankle, then grab the bottom of your pants if you have pants on. Take a breath. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Good, release that. Just step wide, roll around. Take a breath. And then reverse. Good. I'm going to take my right foot. Now my option could be to prop my foot against the lower part of my leg as if I'm going to go into a tree pose. I don't want this hip up, so I want to bring the hip down. And then we bring this arm out. Now you can bring it anywhere that's comfortable for you, but if it does this, it's too high. So bring it back, take a breath, press into the big toes. Feel this sensation of lifting up through center. Take a breath. And release. Shake that leg a little bit. If you really feel like you're flexible, you can bring that leg right up into your thigh. Now my pants are slippery, so you don't want to put a lot of pressure into your knee. Take a breath. If you want, you bring it here. Breathe. You go wherever you need to go. See if you can, if your arm is in your peripheral vision, you may want to try to open it, but do what's best for you. Breathe. And let it go. Move the hips. And reverse your circle. I'm going to do the opposite side. You can move yourself to the other direction or move your chair, whatever's your option. I'm going to start prop. Now you can keep it right here. Breathe. The trick about this is all coming from this space in the center lower belly, and you tuck. Legs are open, shoulders are balanced, gaze is looking at something that's not moving. Your legs are strong, but you're not locking the knees. And you lift. So you want this sensation of being rooted, grounded, and balanced. But you want to feel that energy. Remember, trees have capillary movement of fluids up the tree trunk. And then you let it go. And then if you want it deeper, you can feel free to go there, but you don't have to. Breathe. Or you keep it right where it is. And let it go. Move the hips. Good job. And reverse your circle. Good. Now just shift your legs and hips a little bit and see how they feel. Good. I'm going to bring myself to the high chair back and walk myself back as much as I can, comfortably go, and now stretch here. So I'm going to just bring myself like the letter L. And I keep my feet flat and I just stretch right here. Take a big breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stretch it straight back. Nice flat back if you can. Breathe. Don't lock the knees. Gaze is to the floor, soft. This is big through the backs of the legs. Inhale, lift. One more stretch. Exhale. Good, lift up, walk yourself forward a little bit. Bring that right leg forward and just rock the hip. So you're rocking into the ball of the foot, and then you switch and go to the other side. See how those hips feel. Good. Come back to center, take a breath. Come right now. If you need your chair, you hold it. If you're comfortable, you're just coming right into your Tadasana. Lifting straight up through center, feeling this straight up. Now we're going to bring its fingers down. Take a breath, roll the shoulders back, soften the knees, and notice what sensations you've activated here. As you breathe in and you breathe out, you want to feel that energy moving all the way up through the body, up and out the crown of the head, and then you may feel that sensation moving out and down through the fingertips. Now I'm going to give myself a little space so I don't hit the chair, and now we're going to pulse. So we inhale and we open, exhale, blow it out like a breath of wind, like blowing out a feather. Inhale, exhale, in through the nose, press down. One more, in and out. Now you're just going to swing. Little swing around center. And tap. Front and back of the hips. Good, you can do shoulders and hips. Good, and then swing again, breathe. Now, if you have room, you can bring it high, thumbs come into the shoulders, breathe. Good, and then bring it down again, just like a slowing down a pendulum. Good, and then this time, one hand to the belly, the other to the heart, and feel the breath. And allow your heart rate to slow down a little bit. Notice where the breath is. You should feel it in the lower belly. You want to feel the rise and the fall of the breath. You want to notice how your feet are grounding you down and you're strong and lifting up through center and out the crown of the head. Good, and then just swing again because we're transition back into the chair. So we're going to slow down a little bit. Now before we do that, we're just going to lift up, exhale, down, small and gentle. Lift up and down, small and gentle. We're just pulling up and letting go, and pulling up and letting go. Last one. And now when I lift up, if I want, I'm going to stretch all the way back up, and I want to see if I feel like I have a little more space. And then just rolling forward. If you want, you keep it high, but if you want, you can comfortably bring it lower. You can wiggle it out. And then roll back up, and we come right back to the chair. So I'm just going to bring it back. Remember, all of these things you can still do in the chair, but today we're providing another option. So you sit nicely in the chair again, and now feel your posture. I'm going to take my right hand to the left and left to the right, and now I rock. And I allow my nervous system now to slow down. Relax the shoulders down and away from the ears, and it's that sensation of when you rock a baby. So you're feeling calm and relaxed and warm and at ease. And nothing can knock you down. You're just gently shifting from side to side, going with the flow of the movement and the breath. And then when you come to center, you pause, and you're going to open up your arms, and you're going to stretch it all out. And now rock again here, and see if you feel like your shoulders are a little more open. The sternum is open. The heart is open. pause. We're gonna come all the way around like you're going to hug a tree, and opposite hands cross, and now we rock. Releasing the shoulders down and away from the ears. Good. Now, as I bring my thumbs together right here, my fingers become my butterfly, my hands rest here. I have a mic, so it's a little awkward here. But you do the best you can. And now we're just gonna lift and rock and pat. I am welcoming in anything that will serve my highest good. I am calm, I am relaxed, I am at ease. I am slowing down, I am breathing in, and I am breathing out into a body that is going with the flow of the movement, the flow of the breath, and the intention that I can bring to myself whatever I need by relaxing, breathing, noticing, stretching, and letting go of things that distract me. And then pause. Now I'm going to bring my hands down. Palms are up. Now, as you hold your hands here, imagine you're holding a tray, and put everything you need on that tray. Love, peace, joy, prosperity, healing, patience, kindness, courage. I'm going to sit a little bit away, and I want to gather it and get more of it. Inhale, lift up. And I just wash it down. This is my bouquet of positive affirmations. I send to myself the gift of, and you fill yourself up with what you need. Courage, prosperity, insight, imagination, inner awareness, clarity, creativity, possibility, pure potentiality, inner awareness, inner healing, love, kindness, compassion. Just keep filling yourself up, because why not? And then one more, bring it all the way up. Now when I bring it all the way up, I'm going to bring my hands together, palms together, and I'm going to rock to the right and look to the left. So in all things, I am balanced. So my lower body is grounding me down, my upper body is moving, and I'm balanced, and I'm aligned, and I'm at ease. Good. And then when I come back to center, I bring that sensation of connection and focus and alignment straight down to the heart, and I bow to myself. And right here I ask myself, how am I now? And only fill yourself up with a positive affirmation. What do I notice in this moment? What have I shifted, and what have I gained from my practice today? Where am I in my thoughts? Can I bring myself to a place where my mind is calm and relaxed and at ease? And now just roll forward and release your hands to your feet. Take a breath. And breathe right here. Now as you breathe in and you breathe out right here, we're going to slowly curl the spine. Tuck yourself back into your chair so you're comfortable. Now, if you feel you need to ground, your hands rest in your lap. If you feel you need to receive something else, your palms are up. If you feel you need to support your heart space, your hands can rest at your chest. If you feel you need to relax something that's heavy and that you're carrying around in your thoughts, your head, your shoulders, and you need to release more of it, you invite your shoulders down and away. You can pick any of those, you can pick none of those. And as you breathe here, just feel like you're a sponge. You're allowing all the parts of the practice that we did today to find a place to land.
You're noticing what you've shifted, what you've gained. You're letting go of what you're released, what you have released. And you follow the inhale and the exhale of the breath. Let go of any frowning or tightness around the eyes. Release any tension through the cheeks, the jaw, the back of the throat. Just give yourself permission to be fully present in this moment so that you are a sponge. And then ask yourself, how am I now? What's one thing that I feel within my body, mind, heart, spirit? What do I know from my practice today that I didn't know before? How does my heart feel? What awareness do I need to bring to myself like a gift? And then notice your throat. What's one word that will help me, heal me, support me today? Create a little mantra that allows me to be who I am meant to be in this world. Relaxing the back, the neck, the tightness, any other tightness in the jaw, the ears, the face. Asking myself to see with my inner eye, my third eye, my pulling in things that allow me to explore imagination, inspiration, intuition, inner awareness, inner healing, self-care. Asking myself to pay attention to what I think about, how much is positive, how much is negative, and what's neutral. And then ask yourself, what do I understand today? You chose to come and participate in the practice. So what do you understand about practicing yoga? Whether it's in a chair, on the floor, standing, sitting, doesn't matter. Releasing distractions and bringing in the benefits of what will help and support you. And as you breathe in and you breathe out, take 3 long, slow breaths. And as you begin to deepen the breath here, lift your feet, lift your arms if that's comfortable over your head and go into your full body stretch. Stretch it all out. Take a big sigh, a big breath, a big yawn. You can rock it out, wiggle your feet, move your hands, and just stretch it all out. And then bringing your hands to your lap. We gather anything else that we need so that no matter where we go, no matter what we do, as we move through the rest of this day, the parts of the practice we participated in will still move through the body. And as you bring yourself to this place where you join your hands now at the top, palm to palm in Anjali Mudra, you come straight down through the center of the body. So north and south and east and west meet right at the heart. And you bow to yourself because you made the decision to come to participate, to practice, because yoga is a practice. What you choose to do in your yoga practice is hopefully going to translate into a life that is calmer, relaxed, more at ease, balanced, rooted, and supported. So as you breathe in and you breathe out into this day, I extend to each one of you the gift of peace, and that in this day you find your joy. Namaste. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Please remember to hydrate, and I'll see you next time. Have a great weekend. It's hard to believe we're at the end of another week. Flying.